Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Showdown battles. Today we are using the team we built yesterday. As always, we're using this team with Escavalier. And oh boy, this team, no changes have been made, we're just going to jump into it. I have no words to say about this team other than we have all the fire resistance to match Escavalier. I didn't realise at the time we picked up 4 Pokemon that resist fire. We're really hoping this Escavalier can pull through. We really are. Okay, so the enemy team, we see a Haunter, Tyrantrum, Steelix, Gerda, Exploud, and Venusaur. So I can see a huge fighting weakness between 3 of these Pokemon. And I don't have a fighting type, which sucks. It really sucks. We are going to lead with, I want to say the Regirock, but at the same time, if he leads with, say, Venusaur or Gerda, we could be really screwed over. The right play, if he leads with either Venusaur or Gerda, would be Delphox. But Flynn can U-turn, we're going with Flynn. He leads off with the Exploud. Okay. This is not what I expect at all. We're just going to U-turn out, because we're Choice Scarf, and we can't really do much. And we're going to go into our specially defensive Pokemon, expecting a Boom Burst. Yep, he goes for Boom Burst. That does over half. Okay. Never mind, we are swapping right out of there, and we are going into our fricking Regirock. Because that did a lot of damage. We could potentially swap into Escavalier. I'm assuming he's Specs. He has to be Specs. 100% Specs. Okay, that did a lot of damage. As much as I want to get Stealth Rocks up, I don't feel they're important against his team. His team pretty much resists rocks all round. The only thing it might be useful for is breaking a Sash on a Horner, so we're just going to go for the Stone Edge. I would rather get the damage off than set the rocks up. We get the damage, we do some good damage to the Exploud, we may as well go for the Earthquake just on the off chance something happens, but nah, he isn't going to swap or anything like that. And we should be pretty safe just going into our Choice Scarf user, just in case he's Choice Scarf, not Specs. By the damage, I'm assuming he's Specs. I'm fully expecting him to be Specs. But we can kill him with a U-turn. There's no reason for us not to U-turn. If he swaps out, so be it. This thing's pretty much dead to him anyway. So at the moment, we have lost our physically defensive Pokemon to an Exploud. Not the best. Not the best. I kind of want to keep Delphox alive, because Delphox can deal with pretty much everything on his team other than Tyrantrum. So we are going to go into a Pokemon I don't feel has too much use, which is Chloritzer. I don't feel this Pokemon's going to be too useful. But as long as that Tyrantrum goes down, we should be fine. I'm fully expecting Venusaur here. Fully expecting it. If he doesn't go into the Venusaur, I'm confused. It can't be... This shouldn't be Mega Venusaur. So we can just Ice Beam this. We are Expert Belt, which is going to make this pretty damaging. We have the HP investment, which means he's probably going to outspeed us. He does. He goes for the knockoff, fully expecting us to swap. Okay. Okay. He has shown the knockoff, which does make me a little bit afraid to swap into a Delphox now. It really does. I'm just going to go into Escavalier because it pretty much walls this thing. I mean, we have complete type matchup against this. And I don't think he should have any fire moves on any of his Pokemon unless he's running Hidden Power Fire on this Venusaur. And I don't think he is because he's running Knockoff, so we're just going to Swords Dance. We are just going to Swords Dance. We're going to get one Swords Dance up and we are going to start tearing for his team with Iron Heads. That's pretty much the plan. If he goes into his Steelix, we have the Drill Run. If he goes into his Gerda, I don't know why he would, because it doesn't exactly do much to me. Escavalier is looking like it's in a really nice position right now. Because I imagine his only Fire-type move was probably a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast on his Exploud. So, this is going to get good. Escavalier already proving that it can set up and it can work. The only thing I could wish for is that we had a Trick Room up right now so we would outspeed his entire team. Because the problem we have is his entire team is going to outspeed us. So Steelix comes in, I'm fully expecting Earthquake. He goes for the Earthquake. That does a lot of damage. I was not expecting that much damage. There is no point in keeping this thing alive. He goes for the Heavy Slam. I honestly wasn't expecting that to kill. I honestly thought he just misplayed really badly. We have no reason not to Flamethrower. He can go into the Tyrantrum for all I care. Go ahead. Okay, he doesn't. But now, he goes into the Haunter. Haunter does outspeed, but we are Focus Sash. We are Focus Sash. See, if I had the Stealth Rocks up right now and I was sure he wasn't sashed, I'd just be willing to burn my own sash to kill this thing. However, because I think he is Focus Sash, I'm actually gonna swap. Do I? No, I'm just gonna Side Shock. Okay, he does Shadow Ball, he does exactly what I thought. We're both burned. He doesn't have a sash. Doesn't have a sash. Oh my, he was Choice Specs. I just took his Choice Specs. Magician coming through. Magician coming through. Focus Sash, Magician, working. So, do I not get the item? I do get the item, but I get to choose what move I want to go into. Either way, I'm willing to get a Choice Spec Side Shock off on this Tyrantrum right now. Go ahead, Dragon Dance. That's fine. I still have a Choice Scarf Flygon, which should definitely outspeed you. We can happily go for an Outrage, to be honest. It should do a little bit more than Earthquake. And you will die. And then I can Outrage onto that Girder, and it will die too. Maybe it won't die. It's probably Eviolite, but it's going to do a good amount. I'm pretty confident in this right now. Pretty confident. I don't think Girder can do too much to Amoonguss. I feel like this should do a good amount. He is 100% Eviolite. 100% Eviolite right now. We are going to swap out because I don't want to hit myself in confusion and let him set up anymore. He is 100% Eviolite because that did nothing to him. That's kind of amazing how bulky that thing is. Like, really amazing. That did 37%. I know we're Scarfed, not Banded, but god damn. I was expecting Outrage to do over half, and then I was just gonna, you know, expect him to go for maybe a Dynamic Punch, maybe an Ice Punch, take me out, but no. He goes for another Bulk Up. We're going for the Water Pulse. I think we outspeed. I'm not confident on Girder's speed, but I would imagine it's pretty slow. I mean, come on, he's lifting that around all day. Then again, his entire body is made of muscle. I mean, he's probably pretty quick, actually, now I think about it. The fact that he's carrying that with no burn, he just drops it and runs at me. You know, I could see it. I just really hope we outspeed. Because that way, Water Pulse, that 20% chance to flinch. Not chance to flinch, chance to confuse. 20% chance to confuse, you never know. You never know. And if he could hit himself, that'd be great. I'm asking for a lot here. I'm asking for a 20% chance and a 50% chance. I'm also asking for him to hurry up and actually make a decision on his move. I don't know what he's thinking about. He can't have too many moves he can be choosing. Bulk Up, Rest. Bulk Up and Rest. I'm assuming he has both those moves. He might not actually have Rest, but I'm assuming he has both those moves. I'm assuming he has Fighting Stab and whatever his last move is, which I don't know. He's in deep thought about what he has to click right now. He's been thinking for over a minute what he has to click right now. He is unsure. He is contemplating all of the problems in the world. He is trying to solve world hunger. This guy, King KP, he is solving world hunger right now. We need to bow down to this guy, okay? He's way too important for us. Why is he even in this match? He clearly has other things on his mind. I mean, I completely understand. I mean, solving world hunger, first things first, but come on. Just pick a move, please. 40 seconds left. If we win through forfeit, if he's actually time stalling us right now, I am going to be really annoyed. I really am. Because I feel like we should win this. Also, I have just noticed that his avatar is actually just a giant question mark, and I've never seen that before. I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought that you actually had to choose someone. I want this. I'm changing to this. Why am I Dawn? Why am I Dawn? Okay, sure, I'll take it. But I think he is actually timed out. If he makes this move at the last second, I'm going to be annoyed. I'd rather him time out. He times out. I think we would have won that anyway, so it isn't too much of an issue to me. But okay, there we go. First win with this team. Escavalier definitely proving itself. Let's go into the next match. We see a Delphox, we see Virizion, we see Gastrodon, Togetic, Sneasel, not what I was expected to see, and Aggron. So, Mega Aggron, definitely. I feel pretty confident that we can just lead off with our Regirock. I don't feel like we should have too much worry. If he leads off with Virizion or with Gastrodon, I feel like we can swap out accordingly. Leads off with Aggron. He has no Magic Bounce on his team. Rocks will hurt that Sneasel, hurt that Togetic, hurt that Delphox. Rocks are worth it. Okay, there we go. Now we can happily Earthquake this Aggron. I'm a little bit confused as to why he didn't Mega Evolve first turn, because if I'd went for Earthquake first turn, he would be at Sturdy right now. Guaranteed. So, is this not Mega? Is Mega Aggron UU, not IU? I thought it was IU. Maybe it's UU. I might be wrong. It might not actually be in this tier. So he gets Rocky Helmet. Earthquake does so much damage to him. We have no reason not to Earthquake again with the damage it did. If he wants to swap, so be it. If not, he got his rocks up. Good for you. So did I. And I still kept my defensive wall. So I feel like we're winning this trade-off already. He goes for the Earthquake himself. Okay, it does a little bit more than Heavy Slam actually. And he immediately sends out Gastrodon. He didn't even have a second thought on that one. We are swapping into our obvious swap-in. There is no reason for us not to go into this. It's immune to Toxic, it doesn't get hit by Water-type moves. If he has Earth Power, so be it. And I'm expecting either Delphox or Virizion to come in. So I'm going to go for the Sludge Bomb. Delphox comes in, that's getting Sludge Bombed. It does not a huge amount of damage actually. And we are going to swap. But what are we going to swap into? Probably Reginald actually. I mean, we can deal with Psyshock pretty well. Fire Blast, that's kind of close. I'll give it that, that is kind of close. We are going to go for the rest. Okay. We rest, we go to sleep, there we go. Give me all that health back. Yes, please. He swaps back into his Gastrodon. Okay. Honestly, I'm just going to stay in an Earthquake again, because he might try and Toxic or something. Goes for the Scalds. Straight up Scalds. Okay, never mind. We are swapping right now. We are swapping back into our obvious swap-in. Has to be done, as much as I don't like it, because it's a complete repeat of what just happened. I want to Sludge Bomb again, because it should take out the Delphox, but I'm just going to Spore, because it's the safest move I have. We are going to put this Togetic to sleep in that case. That is fine. We probably should have done that last time rather than Sludge Bombing, because it would have put the Delphox to sleep, and that would have been so much more useful. So we are going to just continue to put this Togetic to sleep. We need, if we get 3 turns of sleep on this Togetic, it dies. If not, it's probably going to wake up, it's probably going to roost, and that's going to be a bad time. It goes down. Okay, 3 times of sleep. There we go. And the best part is, we can now put something else to sleep if we want to. He swaps in his Virizion. Now, yes, it's specially defensive, but at the same time, what can you really do to me? You can close combat, sure, this might actually take you out now. It does, okay. Amoonguss, MVP of this match for certain, and he forfeits. Amoonguss was so good against his team, that's all it came down to. My core just worked. Okay, at least one more match, let's go. We see Medicham, we see Bronzong, we see Fletchinder. Those 3 Pokemon, right there, those are some Pokemon. We see Blastoise, we see Scrafty, and we see Hooper. He has 3 Psychic types. 3. I want Rocks up so I can kill that Fletchinder so damn quick. That's the main reason I want Rocks up. Okay, so we get a Toxic onto our Regirock. It's a little bit of a problem, sure. At the same time, we have rest. We can kind of deal with it. So I think we are going to swap into this right now. Because I imagined he was going to snap the rocks. This way we keep our Focus Sash intact. He goes into the Blastoise. He does not know we have a Focus Sash. We get the burn on the Blastoise. Okay, that was a little uncalled for. I personally wouldn't have wanted that, but we can Psyshock this. Doesn't do that much, actually. He has the Refresh on his Blastoise. Ladies and gentlemen, I have seen all. He has Refresh Blastoise. This man, next level player. Guaranteed. Refresh Blastoise. That is the new meta right there. I'm honestly a little bit amazed as to why he did that. He could have just Rapid Spin. It would have probably been better for him just to Rapid Spin. He brings in his Fletchinder to die. He brings it in to die. Gale Wings Acrobatics? Gale Wings Roost. Okay. Psyshock is still doing a lot more HP to you than what you're healing. See, if Psyshock did, like, 30%, I could understand going for the Roost. But when it's doing 60% and you're only healing 50, why? Go back into the box. Why would you do that? Why would you not swap into the Scrafty? Now you swap into the Scrafty. This is agitating me, that's for certain. We are going to Will-O-Wisp this thing, because I would like this thing burnt. It's Lumberry. Okay, that got me. That got me. Lumberry. That was good. That was good. That's all it comes down to. Lumberry was useful. What are we going to go into for a Scrafty? That's the question. Scrafty's pretty bulky. Scrafty is really bulky. We don't have any Toxic on this team. That's one thing I would really like. You know what? Instead of the Giga Drain, I would much rather have Toxic, not gonna lie. Although Giga Drain's really needed for things like that Gastrodon. Either way, we're gonna go into Escavalier. We are gonna try and set up a Swords Dance. We're gonna try. He might swap out thinking, oh, he probably has something for me, because who the hell runs in Escavalier? I've never seen this thing. That would be my thought process. However, if he knockoffs and gets rid of our leftovers, or he high jump kicks, see, if he high jump kicks, that could be terrible. That Lumberry, if he didn't have the Lumberry, then we could be in a great position right now. He high jump kicks, yeah, that's going to do a lot. Yeah, if he lands another one of those, we are dead. Well, actually, we are very likely dead. We aren't guaranteed to be dead, but yeah, okay, we're dead. It did basically just enough, which is a little bit annoying. Okay. I guess we're going to go into our Chloritza, go for the Aura Sphere. It's our best move. And I'm struggling to see how we're going to come back from this one. Like I said, Refresh. That kills. Wow. That did some damage. He roosts. Just kill me. Just, why would he not kill me? I'm guessing he thought I was Specs. That's the logical assumption to make. The amount of damage that did, I can understand why he thought I was Specs. But no, that was just expert belt damage, which is a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so Medicham does take out our Chloritza, which is a little bit of a problem. Medicham is here. Medicham is ready to kill me. Hooper. Do we have a Dark type move for Hooper? We do not, because I just lost my Dark type move. That kind of sucks. We're going to U-turn. Bronzong comes in. Okay, we can get a U-turn off on that. That's fine. And I have absolutely nothing to hit this Pokemon with. I have nothing to hit it with. We're going to Earthquake and hope that he's heat-proof, not levitate. Yes, we really have to find out. If he's heat-proof, not levitate, we're fine. Goes into the Hooper. Okay. I'm just going to Stone Edge, because I want this thing to... Damn, Focus Blast did a lot. I was thinking like Shadow Ball, Psychic, I wasn't thinking Focus Blast. Damn, that did a hell of a lot. I'm locking myself into Earthquake here. Goes into Bronzong. He is Levitate, and I think that actually is going to spell the end for us. I don't think we can kill that Bronzong now. We can't Toxic it. We can't do anything to it. Bronzong, it's got us completely walled out. Goes into the Medicham, that's fine, really. You've kind of won, unless I can somehow manage to pull magic out. I don't know. My best move is U-turn. My best move I can lock myself into is probably U-turn, because it would do the most to Bronzong. You know, if I could Earthquake, that'd be great, but I can't. So we're just going to go for the U-turn damage. I'm pretty much accepting defeat here. I'm going to go for as many Pokemon dead as I can. Bronzong comes out. Crits? No, even crits aren't going to save me. That Bronzong. GG. GG, Bronzong. You did it. You beat me. But I think that is going to round up this episode. So if you guys have enjoyed this really, really weird Escavalier team that I decided to make on the spur of the moment, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button. If you have any Pokemon you want to see a team built around and then obviously done battles with, leave them in the comments of the team building episodes each week. And without further ado, bye!